Why is it that women with fibroids or PCOS or irregular cycles, or maybe they haven't stopped bleeding for months, are told to let's just wait and see, or let's take this pill, or let's get blood transfusions to replace the blood that you're losing just so you could survive, or let's get this surgery even though it's gonna come back? But they're never told the actual root of why it's happening in the first place. In this video, I'm gonna break down why the key to your womb healing is actually in this plant and it's not in a pill. And I'm also gonna break down why the root of the womb diseases are due to irregular hormones and how the liver plays an important function in that. Blessed love, family. My name is Akeem. Pierre, if you're new, welcome to the vibes. So why am I doing this womb health series? It's because I've helped a lot of women heal their wombs in the last couple of years. And when I say heal their wombs, I mean go from having excruciating pain to having, don't even realize their cycle's coming, having excessive bleeding where the bleeding doesn't stop, to having an actual cycle that's on the 28-day cycle, having fibroids shrink, PCOS shrink, endometriosis. A lot of women are giving birth. And throughout that process, I've heard a lot of wild stories of women that are dealing with the traditional medical system. And one thing that we just have to debunk is that there's nothing you can do about these womb diseases. That it's just something that you gotta wait and see, and then hopefully something will change. And the reality of it, it's all about hormonal imbalances, and more specifically, estrogen dominance. And estrogen ain't bad. Estrogen is actually a real beautiful hormone. When it's at its peak, right before ovulation, that's when you're gonna feel the most energized, the most vibrant, the most exciting. That's when it's like you wanna go and do everything, right? But what happens is after that, it's supposed to lower a little bit, and then progesterone is supposed to rise. But estrogen dominance means that this rise of progesterone doesn't happen and estrogen stays high. And it's similar to someone who's at a party, they're fun, having such a good time, they're the life of the party, but then the party's meant to end, but they don't leave. Right? And when you look at how the liver plays a role into that, the liver is also going to say, hey, you got to get out of here. It's like a security guard, like a bouncer, to say, hey, you had a good time, you got to get out of here though. But what happens is when your liver is not functioning properly, you got a sluggish liver. And why would you have a sluggish liver? Sugar, alcohol, toxins are everywhere. So it's just, I think we should all just think of ourselves as we have to work on our liver. We got to love on our liver because of the society that we currently live in. So our liver is sluggish, and one of the main functions of our liver regarding our hormones is to actually release the excess estrogen from our body. So if we're not able to do that, estrogen stays in our bloodstream and just keeps the party growing. And one of the things that estrogen does is it signals cell growth, especially in the breasts, in the uterus, and in the hips. So what that means is it's saying grow, grow, grow. But your body doesn't need to grow anymore because you have estrogen levels of a teenager who's going through puberty, but you're not in that stage anymore. So what happens is it's going to grow something. And that's how you start to grow fibroids. And that's how you start to grow breast cancer even, because it also grows in the breast. So when we understand that, that's just the signal that estrogen is meant to tell you to do. And then you have the liver that's meant to help release it. If this isn't working, it's gonna do its job. So it's not like it's just doing its job. So we have to focus on loving on our liver so then it can do the work that it's meant to do, help our body release the estrogen, get it into our colon. And then in a future video, we're gonna talk about gut health and how that actually is the final step to releasing that estrogen. And in the previous video, we talked about St. John's bush, which has a more direct effect on womb health and the hormonal regulation. So you could also go check that video out. And did you know that up to 80% of your body's iron stores are in your liver? And that's why a lot of women who are estrogen dominant are also anemic. And it doesn't matter if they take the iron pills, they eat all the food, the liver is not gonna release it into the bloodstream. What we gonna do about it? Y'all think I'm just gonna give the prompt but not the solution? Come on, y'all. The first thing you want to do is remove the things that are going to be putting that excess burden on your liver. That's the white sugars, the white flours, the processed foods, the alcohol consumption, and then also look at the toxins in your environment. And that is in the cooking, your plastic water bottles, in your skincare. There's a lot of different things that we got to address here, but we're going to address that in a future video. But just know, if it's, just look at things that are toxic and remove those from your life. Remove the processed things from your life. Step 2 You want to love on your liver. How you gonna do that? And how I was taught and how we've gotten the best results is with Cassia Alata. Now, y'all saw me, I showed the Cassia Alata earlier, but I bring the Cassia Alata with me wherever I go. I'm in Costa Rica right now, I brought it with me because everything I'm talking about in this video, it applies to men too. It's just we have different side effects, and we know men are going through our own epidemic right now. So I always make sure I have it on me, and it's especially good for the skin. So while you're gonna help regulate your hormones, it's gonna help to balance your estrogen and progesterone levels. It's gonna help release more iron into your bloodstream. It's also gonna help you get that glow. So these are things that why I love this, and I love loving on the liver, because you love on the liver is gonna love on you, and it's gonna show. So that's what you wanna do. You wanna take the Cassia Alata, and you wanna take it about 2 to 3 times per week, just a gentle support. And then my girl, she likes to take it in the mornings, because she said if you take it at nighttime, she gonna wake up in the middle of the night, because it's also a gentle colon cleanser, and she don't like to do that. So if you don't want to wake up in the middle of the night with the colon cleansing, you can either take less of it, or you can just take it in the morning when you wake up, and then you'll get a nice gentle colon cleanse, but it's also going to cleanse the liver. And we spoke about how the colon is also important in this elimination process. Give thanks for tuning in, y'all. Sending y'all so much love. You can get the Cassia Alata from richsoulfoods.com, and we also have a free ebook that you can download that is just going to help you understand which herbs to take during different phases of your cycle, which is going to help your body return to harmony in its natural state so it can heal. Because it's not no magic. You don't need to say it's just, you need to just return your body to a natural state, and it's not mystery, it's actually just rhythmic, right? So they talk about the algorithm, but what about your rhythm? That's really what we're focusing on here. So you can look below to get your free ebook. And I think it's important that we start to look at our body as holistic parts. No system works alone. So if you're working on your womb health, just know that you're gonna be focusing on your liver health as well. You're gonna be focusing on that metabolism as well. So if you wonder why you have that excess weight and it's hard to lose weight, don't just focus on eating less and working out. Maybe you look at your womb health as well, because these hormones, I call it the metabolic womb. These hormones play a very intricate part in your metabolism as well. We're going to talk about all this in future videos, but I just want to give thanks for y'all for tuning in, and don't be selfish with this information. Share it with someone you know. If you are a man who's watching this, watch it again. Watch some other videos. It's time for us to really understand what's happening with the females and the women in our life, because it's a community struggle that we're going through right now. It's not her problem, she's crazy. That's done with. We are done with that. Khalas. All right, y'all? So share this information with someone you love. And if you have any questions or comments, you know what to do, and follow me if you're not already, and sending y'all so much love. I look forward to catching y'all on the next version of our womb wellness series. Bless.